So we'll start in mountain pose with the feet about hip width apart. And just taking the time to let the body grow heavy in place. So kind of imagine you're standing on sand and your body just kind of sifts through and down into the sand as you stand. And note how the sand might wrap kind of around your feet. You might even feel a little bit of that coming from your mat, that kind of support from the surface. And just notice where your weight is distributed on the surface of your feet. Can you be a little lighter in the heels, perhaps? And you're still resting on the heels, but there's a little more weight towards the front. And then just start thinking about how your joints are placed. So let's start with the ankles and the relationship of ankle to knee. You might even feel your knees kind of unlock as you consider that line. And then from the knees to the hips, and maybe giving a chance for the lower back to drop towards the floor, kind of opening that space behind you. And then feeling all the bones of the back, the spine, stacked one on top of the other with those natural curves at the lower back curves inward, the middle back curves towards the back, the neck curves towards the front. And then feeling the shoulder joints and the relationship of shoulder to elbow and elbow to wrist and fingers. And then just the head lightly poised on top. Just begin to bend one knee and shift your weight from right to left. And get a sense of pushing with the foot from one side to the other. You might even get a bit of a roll through the foot as you transfer the weight. And you can start to take a little wider stance, maybe even lifting one foot off the ground just to check your balance. You can deepen the knees a little bit. And then we just want to come to maybe a little wider than shoulder width. So this next part, this is something that I learned a long time ago in dance school, in college. And it has to do with the body in space. And if you just take a look at the corners in your room. So you've got the upper right corner, the upper left corner. You've got the upper back left and upper back right. Then you've got the lower corner to the front. And then you've got the lower corners to the back. So just get a sense of all of those 8 corners, because that's what we're going to work with as we move. And so let me take mine. It's getting a little hot already and I haven't even started yet. Okay, we're gonna reach with the same arm towards the front, one of the front corners. It doesn't matter which way you go. So notice I'm bending my knee, I'm pushing into that side, and I'm reaching for the corner. And then I reach back. Okay, so you can reach to the other side, same thing. Reach and release. So that's just the top corners, right? And we're open through the body. Just going from side to side. Feeling that line of fascia from the pinky all the way down through the foot. Okay. So now take it to the lower corner in the front. And notice how it might feel a little different. Maybe you feel it more through the inside of the arm. And then we've also got back corners, so you can reach behind you. Even we want to keep the feet kind of grounded. So reach behind you, but keep your hips. They can turn with you, but your feet should stay on the ground. You can reach into the upper corners, or you can reach to the lower corners. And again, the body's open, we're not crossing the body. So let's come back to center for a moment. So now we're going to cross the body. So you'll take the opposite arm to the upper corner across the room. And now we've got that crisscrossed line of fascia in the back of the body that's getting tense and stretched. Then you can switch to the other side. And then you can go down to the lower front corner. Takes a little more core work here. And then to the other side. And then we can go behind, but crossing. So using one arm to cross over the body and reach behind. And the other way, up to the upper corner. Or to the lower corner. So then just coming back to center when you're ready. So I've just given you a bunch of variations. There's even more, but let's start working with that and then I'll introduce some other things. So on your own, just kind of, you could even close your eyes if you wanted to, or just really kind of go inside and just explore going from open to across to from lower corner to back corner, lower. And just notice how your body feels as you go from the different corners of the room. So there's no right or wrong. You get to decide what it's going to look like for you. Ian and Steph, I think you guys, oh no, you're all right. I thought you were frozen. And you can really take your time and stretch into that direction. Or you can move kind of quickly and make it more dynamic. It's up to you what feels right for you tonight. The other thing you can do is you can sweep the arms together. So instead of reaching with one arm, you can sweep both arms into a direction, which again changes how intense the stretch is. So just get curious. See what you can discover or create. What's it like to really push the body through the floor into a corner? So even though I'm reaching forward or backward, I'm still really anchored through both feet. And just make sure that you're breathing here. So we're just playing with space. Good. When you feel tired, you can just rest in neutral again. That looks good, Paula. I'm going to join you. Okay. So let's bring the feet back towards each other. We're going to go down to the floor. So we're going to just have the knees bent and the feet standing. The back as straight as you can. So you're going to be sitting as tall on your sit bones as you can. You can use your hands behind you if you want. Thank you, Ian. And just at your own pace and comfort, just go ahead and let your knees drop to one side. Now the top knee might not go all the way down, so don't worry about that. Just be really cautious or aware of what's comfortable. Lean into your hands a little bit. Keep your chest open instead of collapsing or rounding through the back. Try to be straight through the spine. And as you need to shift yourself, if you slide forward, feel free to readjust yourself. So we're just letting the knees windshield wiper. Notice how the hips feel as they open and close. And then what I'd like you to do, and if you need to use your hands, feel free. So we're going to, when we get to one side, we're going to pause. We're going to lift and then bend over that front leg. Take my socks off. If you can see my feet, it might be helpful. Okay. So we let the feet or the knees fall, and then we come forward over the front leg. So it's a little bit of a stretch. You don't have to go very far if that's not comfortable. And then let your knees go again. 1, 2, 3. Go to the other side. So we're windshield wipering 1, 2, 3, and then bending over that front leg or forward leg. And then 1, 2, 3, and the other way. So just at your own pace. And you might find that going straight over the leg, the forward leg, is comfortable, or you might find that you need to open and fall kind of out to the side. It's going to give you a different sensation through that hip and gluteal. So feel free to explore that to find what works best for you. Staying with your breath. Now, if it is comfortable to have your knees to one side, what I'm going to suggest you do is press up to both knees to come standing on both knees. And then back down. Turning the knees again. Same thing on the other side. Up to knees. And if you feel like you want to, you can do it without your hands. So that takes a lot of strength. You might want to hold your hands out in front of you. And again, you don't have to do this. This is optional, okay? Because it's going to really work the core. To change the knees with the hands up, and then come up to both knees without using the floor. And then back down, change, and come up. So feel free to use the hands in any way, on the body or on the floor if you need to. Whew. You guys working up a sweat yet? I am. Good. And if you need to rest, just rest. If you can do a few more, keep going. Whew. And then when you're ready, just sit in a comfortable seated position. So just notice what you feel in your body now. Any heat, any worked muscles, also any sensations of stretch. And then we're going to do a little bit of head to shoulder work. So you can just let one ear drop to one side. And you can go at your own pace to the other side. So just take your time. You can go back and forth or just hold. And you can also feel free to make any other movements you want with your head. If you want to circle down and around, you can. Just feeling all that tissue around the neck and the shoulder opening. Let's reach up with one arm with the breath, reaching straight up. Other arm is supporting you on the side here. So as you press in with the supporting hand, you can grow a little taller, a little longer. And then bring that arm back behind the head somewhere. You can rest it on the head, or you can drop it behind you. And just leave the chest to be open instead of collapsing over. Just keep trying to open the chest forward, bringing the shoulder blades towards each other. Yeah, good, looking up. Nice. Just breathe and open through the chest and the side body. And then bring that elbow down and around. We'll swing around and down and back up through the center. Whew. And then we'll go the other side. So reaching straight up, other hand supports you to the side. Nice deep breath as you reach. And as you push into the ground, feel yourself getting a little taller through the upper body. The lower body stays nice and heavy. And then let that arm drop somewhere so you can get a stretch through the back of the arm. You can hold the back of the head if that feels good. Kind of rest the back of the skull in the hand if that's accessible. And keeping that chest nice and open to the front. Deep breaths as you open that lung and that side body waist area. On the exhale, go ahead and bring that elbow down to the front towards its knee. And swing to the front and release. Okay, we're going to go onto the back, so go ahead and lie down. Knees bent. Doing good. So just let your body organize itself on the ground. Adjust yourself as necessary. We're almost done with all the hard stuff here. Got a little bit more. So this is something I don't think we've ever done here before. I know that you've done bridge, so this is partly bridge, but there's a bit of a reach to it. So if you need to look first, feel free to watch. So we're not going to go right there, but what we'll eventually be doing is you'll be lifting into your bridge pose with the lower back off the floor. Your arms need to be really close into your body because this outside arm here that you can see in front of my body is going to be my support so I can reach across to the back corner. Okay, and then I come back down. So I'm going to be lifting into bridge and reaching behind or across the body to any extent. So if it's a little reach and you hardly leave the ground, that's okay. That's fine. If you feel strong enough, then you can actually really leverage your arm, your upper arm against the floor and use your feet to plug in and lift your hips. And you can come well off the floor with the hips and lower back, but it's up to you. So before we do that, let's just find our bridge pose. So bringing the feet nice and close to the buttocks. And allowing the toes to separate so you have contact of the whole surface of the toes and the balls of the feet. Relax through the belly and the front of the groin. And just take a nice regular breath in. And when you exhale, allow the weight to move into the balls of the feet as you tilt the pelvis up. Let the pelvis float up. And you can hold there or you can roll right back down. It's up to you. If you roll down, just try to feel each part of the spine as it releases back to the floor and relaxes. And then you can go up again. And the thing to really be feeling for or trying to find for yourself is that effortless floating up, because you're using the surface of the feet as your support, and also feeling how the back and the weight on the back shifts into the upper back. Just up and down, maybe 2 or 3 times. And then again, having those elbows nice and close to the body. And then if you want to start to try the reach, you can just play around with that. And it might just be a nice grounded stretch. You might not even lift your hips. That's okay too. But if you want to work your legs, then you might have to kind of let yourself work that back of the leg a bit more. And we want to breathe with this. So we're inhaling as we reach. And then we exhale as we release back to the front. So inhale as you reach. And exhale as you release. You can do a few more of those. When you're ready, you can do anything for your legs that you would like. So if you want to bring your knees into your chest, or you want to bring your heels to the ceiling and point and flex your feet, just any little thing to kind of release the legs a bit. And if there's any other movement that you feel like you need to do for yourself before we enter this relaxation, feel free to do that. I'm going to give you a couple more minutes. And then when you're ready, you can settle into a restful position. So if you want to use something under your knees, feel free. If you want a little cushion under your head, that's fine. Just make sure that you're going to be warm enough, since we will be becoming more and more relaxed. You might get chilly. Also, feel free, if the lighting in the room is too bright for you, you're welcome to either cover your eyes with a scarf or something, or you can dim your lighting. I don't, that won't bother me if I can't see too well. So whatever will make you feel most restful. Yeah, removing glasses, removing tight belts or rings, anything you're wearing that's not comfortable. So we are preparing now for a deep ocean floor relaxation. So you can check as you're laying here to see that your neck is comfortable, that your knees, your lower back, your hands, everything is comfortable. And if it's not, then just adjust yourself. And rest your eyes, allowing them to close. And take a deep breath, feeling the rise of the belly, with cat on it in some cases. And with the exhale, each exhale, allow the belly to drop back towards the floor. Each time feeling as if it could drop deeper and deeper behind. So let's cultivate a very deep, effortless relaxation. If you happen to drift off to sleep, that isn't a problem, but do your best to stay conscious. Nidra is that place between dreams and sleep and the waking state. But it's a thoughtless place. So it's not the dream space. It's something deeper, deep, restful sleep. But instead of falling asleep, we'll be remaining conscious. Excuse me. So you don't need to do anything but let go and listen to the guiding sounds of my voice. Don't think too hard about what I'm saying. Release the grip of the mind and its need to understand and know. Just listen to the sounds. Breathe. Breathe and listen. Imagine that you are fully able to breathe and rest at the very bottom of the ocean. You're safe, fully safe, lulled by the immense, muffled quiet of the water and the gentle pulse of the tide. Everything here is slower, everything in rhythm with the gently rocking water. Relax. Be aware of the body and aware of its stillness and its calm. Now become aware of your whole body from the crown of your head to the tips of your toes. Note the shape that your body makes in space. Notice any sensations that drift through your awareness of the whole body. Now we'll begin rotating our awareness through the different parts of the body. Bring a light and effortless attention to each part as I call it out. Become aware of your right hand, right thumb, second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger, palm of the hand. Bring your awareness to your right palm, the back of the hand, the wrist, the lower arm, the elbow, the upper arm, the shoulder, your right side, the right waist, right hip, right thigh, kneecap, muscles of the calf, ankle, heel, the sole of the right foot, the top of the right foot, the big toe, the second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now become aware of the left hand thumb. The second finger, third finger, fourth finger, fifth finger. Palm of the hand, back of the hand, the wrist, lower arm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder, your left side, the left waist, left hip, left thigh, kneecap, calf muscle, ankle, heel, the sole of the left foot, the top of the left foot, big toe, second toe, third toe, fourth toe, fifth toe. Now onto the back. Become aware of the right shoulder blade, the left shoulder blade, right back hip, left back hip, the whole spine, and the whole surface of the back. Feel the crown of the head and the forehead, both sides of the head. the right eyebrow, the left eyebrow, the space between the eyebrows, right eyelid, left eyelid, right eye and left eye, right ear, left ear, right cheek, left cheek, nose, tip of the nose, the upper lip, the lower lip, chin, throat, right chest, left chest, middle of the chest, navel, abdomen, feel the right leg, feel the left leg, feel both legs together, feel the whole right arm, the whole left arm, both arms together, the whole of the back, the whole of the front. Now the whole body together. Feel and sense the whole body. Be present and awake. Be silent. Be still. Be spacious. Your whole body is resting. Your whole body is relaxing. Now let's watch the breath. Notice that just like the pulse of the ocean's water, your breath pulses in and out. Bring your awareness to the movement of the breath. Notice how the breath breathes itself, all by itself. Notice the pauses at the top of the inhale and the bottom of the exhale. Notice a sensation of expansion with the inhale and contraction with the exhale. Be aware as the belly rises and falls. Focus on the gentle expansion and deflation. Listen to the music of the rising and falling breath. Listen to the music of the gently rocking sea all around you in harmony with the gentle rocking of your breath. Now, internally, begin to count your breaths backwards from 9 to 1. Start with the inhale at 9, and then exhale 9. Inhale 8. Exhale 8. Continue all in your own time, counting backward. If you lose your place, just start back at 9. Focus on the sensation of the breath as you count. At whatever number or count you find yourself, bring your attention to your throat and the sensation of breath through the throat. Once again, begin counting backwards, 9 to 1. Inhale at 9, exhale 9. Keeping your awareness on the feeling of breath through the area of your throat. Now, at whatever number you find yourself, bring your awareness to your nose. Feel the breath as it flows in and out through the nostrils as you once again count down. 9, inhale through the nose. 9, exhale through the nose. 8, inhale, and so on. Let go of any counting now. Let go of all effort. Rest and float in the depths of the sea. Feel your own presence. Feel yourself feeling. Sense yourself sensing. Feel yourself slowly rising, floating upward toward a light at the surface of the water. Stay aware of your breath, aware of your body, deeply relaxed, soft, whole, rising upward to the surface. As you lift and rise, feel more alive, more refreshed, more aware of your body, aware of the surface of the water as you break free into the light. Now begin to bring your awareness back to the space around you here and now. Become aware again of the floor beneath you and aware of your body laying on it. Take your time here as you begin to bring very gentle movements into the extremities. Keep your eyes closed as you move. You can press different parts of you towards the floor, or begin to make stretching movements. When you feel ready, you can gently turn onto one side. And just curl up for a moment. Just breathe and notice any sensations or effects. And when you're ready, you can begin to push yourself to an upright position.